think I'm falling over you. I think I'm falling over you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back with another podcast episode. Yes! No? Okay, just me. Yeah, we're back with another podcast episode. Straighten the camera up first, that might help. Yeah, so I'm back with some more topics for the podcast, because obviously I'm not going to record a podcast when I don't really have anything to talk about, so stop knocking the camera! Yeah, so let's get into the podcast. So I'm going to start the podcast obviously by, let's talk about the background right now, because in some of my videos you can see a certain photo in my background. That's a bit weird, as it's my room. There's a picture of me up there, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's a picture of me up there, which is just my face. Now, I mean, I took that picture myself. That's a selfie, you know, on this camera. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's just up there, right? Let's just let's get that out of the way. That's up there, right? There's a package over there. It's not dodgy. It's just 10 confetti cannons, normal things, and then. Yeah, so the background's the background is, we've addressed the background. So, obviously, let's start with, since I last did a podcast, obviously, the world has changed. And now we're in lockdown at the moment, still. Yeah, how my lockdown's been is basically just bike rides and then PS4. Yeah, that's what it started out as. The first 3 weeks I was furloughed. So... yeah, it was just PS4, just playing Warzone and all that, what everyone's playing, and bike rides, trying to get some bike rides, because in May, I know that my May stats, I don't know any other stats, in May I did like 115 miles that month, which for me, that's pretty good, that's my best month ever, and there was a couple of like 25-mile rides and stuff, yeah, so I was just using this time just to keep riding and keep fit, because all the BMX tracks closed. So because the BMX tracks closed, all the training stopped, all the races stopped. I only got that Peckham race in just before, that was the only race of this year so far, and then they all got cancelled because obviously we can't be that close to each other and stuff. But they're going to be opening soon apparently. British Cycling have said they've got a plan that says like July 4th is training and like back to club training and stuff. And then we've got August 1st regional races. These are just like dates they've just put out to make to just say what they want to happen. And then they've got September 1st national races, but this is just for BMX specific, and they're gonna keep looking at these every 2 weeks, because obviously we don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully next month we get some training back on, because I've only been to Greenwich and Gillingham Pump Track, and yeah, that's it. I've been to Cycle Park, but obviously you can't ride the track, so I've just ridden there and ridden back. But yeah, hopefully we can get some training on, because I'll probably be very unfit in comparison to what I was before this started. So yeah, with the bike rides as well, I've been getting monthly. So I wanted to start in January, 50 miles that month. I did 40 something. Then I upped it to 55 in February. And then I did 40 something more, but I did more. I did like 47 in February, 44 in January, so nearly not quite there. Then it ups to 60 in March, and I did about 84, I think. So smashed it out of the park. So when I was like, I step it up. So I said 90 in April. So I think I did 92 or something, quite close. So then May, I'm on to 95, and obviously May, but halfway through I'd smashed that, so it slowed down from there, because obviously I knew that I had passed it, and kind of got bored of riding, just going for a bike ride normally. So then I did 115 miles, and then in June so far I've done one ride, and it's about 6 miles. And it's the 13th, so you can judge how well that's going, and you can obviously tell that that's not going well. But I just kind of I don't want to ride my bike at the moment, like outside. I don't want to go for a bike ride specifically, because now I know I can go to BMX tracks, and some of them are open, like Greenwich is open. I've been 3 times, I think. Yeah, I just know that I can go and ride that, and I just haven't had the thing of like, I want to go on a bike ride. So yeah. So talking about going to places at Greenwich and stuff, obviously need my car to drive there. Now I think it was late April or early May. I think it was April. My car battery actually died because it was just sitting there and I didn't drive it for a while. So we had to jump start it off my mum's car, and then that died, and yeah. So then we had two dead cars, well, one running and one dead, and one running wouldn't restart if we turned it off. So then we had to give it a break. Then my mum's car started. We had the car started. Then I kept driving my car to keep it alive, pretty much, what was happening. And then, yeah, I missed a day where I didn't drive it in a row, and then it died. So I unlocked it, I went up to it, went to a drive, unlocked it, didn't start, and then didn't lock. So the unlock basically took the last bit of battery it had. So at this point, I was like, I'll just get a new battery. We'll just get a new battery, we'll replace it, because I can't be bothered with this situation anymore, because I just want my car, alright? So at that point, I wasn't really going anywhere. None of the tracks were open at that point, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so we got a new battery. It came a couple of days later. We installed it, and everything was good. So since then, it's been great. So yeah, the car battery dying was really annoying twice. So yeah, so that was something that happened. So obviously still a few of them. Before I got riding out again, my Yes BMX, my white race bike, was actually dusty. It was getting dusty sitting in the the bike storage / kitchen. Yeah, it was actually getting dusty and dying. Well, it looked like it was dying. I was quite sad. Every time I went past, gave it a little dust off, because I knew I'd get to ride it again. Bit sad, really. So yeah, and then my cruiser bike was obviously dusty, and my BMX, my Mafia bike, even though I was riding it, since then I haven't ridden it because I'm going to get a new chain ring for it, and then I feel more safer on it, because at the moment you can just like tap the sprocket and it'll bend because the metal's so thin and cheap. So yeah, and then obviously we've got the Project BMX, which is not dusty because we've just built it up, and the parts should be on. I'm going to order the parts soon for that, because that's been really fun, that series, and it's done pretty well. Everyone's liked it, so yeah. So talking about my Mafia BMX, that video did quite well, obviously, because it's a bit of drama, I guess. It was just me. I knew I couldn't record that the day of, or a couple of days after, because I was so annoyed, because I said in the video, the fact that a bike I ride in and trust, you have to trust the bike, because if you're not trusting the bike, which I'm not at the moment in that bike, you can't pedal and then the chain will come off. You can't put your faith in it and it not happen, because then you're going to get hurt. So I get hurt because a bike is not built, the parts aren't built well enough to actually ride it properly. So yeah, I had to wait a week or so for that, because obviously, yeah, that's the reason. So yeah, but luckily the weather has been alright outside. Today is quite nice, there's blue sky out, and yeah, the weather during that first month or month and a half of lockdown was actually one of the best it's ever has been. I think it was the hottest May or something. The fact that everyone's stuck inside and it's hot as May, but towards the end of May I got out on the tracks, obviously, so that was alright. But at the moment we've had some rain and now it's back to sunny again, so yeah, it's getting back to normal. But hopefully we can get back to normal and go outside and ride to cycle park and stuff, because that'd be good. That'd be good. So before the whole lockdown happened, I had a few trips lined up, or a few like days out, to go and film videos and just, go and enjoy everything, because just wanted to get out because I could drive. So the few trips we had planned, that's still going to happen, but just not yet, until we can travel in a car together, so I can take Kushal, and then we can go and film stuff, because he actually filmed the Greenwich videos you saw, but he rode there and then obviously rode back, so because we couldn't be in a car together. But these other ones he can't really ride to, so we had New Haven Pump Track on the list to go to, because obviously if you've seen anything about a pump track in the last year or so, or couple months since last year, that pump track is one of the best, it looks like, and people are saying it all over the places, it's one of the best pump tracks there is, and it's actually built by C&K, Clark and Kent contractors who build all the BMX tracks. So Cycle Park's built by them, the Olympic Park, just most of the tracks are built by them. So obviously for that reason it's still on the list to go to, but just obviously can't go there yet, because if I just go there I can't be able to film anything. So I'll be able to film clips, but it'll be all self-filmed and everything, so it'll just be weird. So we're going to wait until lockdown for that one, after lockdown. And then there's another pump track in Horsham, I think, which I've been to Horsham before, but not to the pump track. This pump track looks like when I've looked on Google Maps and stuff, it's quite out of the way a bit, and it's like in the middle of nowhere pretty much. It's behind some trees and stuff, but that is not all tarmac. So the New Haven one is all tarmac, and the new Horsham one is just like an all BMX track one, but it's just a pump track version. So that should be good to ride. It looks pretty. It's got about 4 straights or not. It looks like it's a decent sized pump track. It looks like the perfect sized pump track, to be honest. Yeah. So the New Haven one, the Horsham one, we were gonna go to Southampton. If you watch Sam Pilgrim, there's actually these stair sets in Southampton. Not Southampton, Southend. Getting them mixed up. There's actually this bit by the sea front, where there's just stairs that come all from all these directions and down, and they're like quite mellow. So I was hoping to when I get my new jump bike, going down them, and it'll just be a sick video to film, and it'll be cool to go there, because I haven't actually driven to Southend myself. So yeah, I have to go there. So that was on the list. So yeah, and then we were actually going to drive. Me and some of my friends were actually going to drive to Wales for the weekend for 4 days. Go up on the Friday, stay the Saturday, the Sunday, and then go. I think it was either the Saturday or the Sunday. We go up up Snowdon, and that would have been pretty sick. Possibly get the drone up, but I don't know how windy. It'd be very windy up there. So yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah. And then we come back on the Monday, but obviously that got cancelled, and so I had to book off time for work, then put it back on, cancel it, and then. So that would have been pretty cool, but we're still going to do it just when we can, obviously. We were going to go in 2 cars, and there would have been 5 of us, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking of taking, if I had my jump bike by then, taking it, but who knows if the car situation, because I don't want to get happy in the car and get cramped up, and just because I want to have a bike then. I wanted to film a couple of videos, 1 or 2 videos maybe, in Wales. So yeah, that's still going to come up. So we were supposed to go back to Turkey this year on holiday for 2 weeks, and that has just been cancelled, but we're going to Turkey somewhere else next year, which looks better. And so that booked off time for work, and I cancelled that. So I've literally got like 2.5 weeks off for work to book off, that I don't really know how to book off at the moment. So yeah, those are the trips I had planned, and obviously going to Cycle Park. I've got an edit storyboarded. Actually, I'll get it right now. So here's the actual edit. If you can see that, it just says Cycle Park edit. It's drawn up, obviously. It's professional here. We've actually got 9 pages of it, and there's 4 storyboards on each thing. It's just kind of like literally like a proper BTEC situation going on here. But that is looking pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that so far. If I can get it back in the folder. So yeah, that's the next edit, possibly, unless there's like some raw edit clips. Raw edits that's coming up of like Gillingham pump track and stuff. But yeah, I've got that all storyboarded, ready to go, because that's going to be the next big project. Because the last big project I did was the rocker one, and yeah, that's still at the top of my channel, I believe. And yeah, that was pretty fun to film over the time. So yeah, this is in my head. This looks great. So yeah, we got edits planned, we got trips planned. We just got many videos. I had so many videos planned. I had them in dates. I had Kushal coming back from uni to come and film them for me, and everything like that, but it just all fell through because he couldn't go anywhere. So yeah, so all those videos coming up, we got, yeah, hopefully, because the videos at the moment, I'm enjoying the videos, because I've had so much more time, even though I'm back at work now for 3 days a week, yeah, I'm really enjoying putting the videos out, because I can schedule ahead, because I've been about 5 videos ahead every keeping 5 videos scheduled. So I would have been about about 2.5 weeks ahead of videos right now. So this was probably filmed 3 weeks ago for you, or 4 weeks, a month ago maybe. But yeah, I'm keeping ahead of them because it's pretty sick. In case, you know, when it goes back to normal, then I'll keep ahead for enough time so I can keep filming them. So yeah, they've been pretty sick. So obviously I've been buying these. I don't think you've seen it on the channel actually. I don't know if you see it over there, charging right now for tomorrow, which we've got a video coming up. Got my GoPro Max charging. Now the GoPro Max, I haven't done a video on it yet really. I haven't put in any video. The GoPro Max, if you don't know, it's a GoPro 360 camera. So you can literally choose. You can have it as 360, or you can choose what angle. You can change it. It's I'll put a clip in now. It's a really sick camera, but obviously I bought that, and then I bought my drone, which is a DJI Mavic Mini, and that's been pretty sick. I actually had it out the other week when at the park somewhere, and it's pretty sick. So I'm hoping to take that to a track sometime because I want to see how good the shots I get with it, because I've always wanted a drone, and we had a drone. Me and my friend had a drone before, and it was just a cheap, like 40 quid one. Well, cheap for a drone anyway. And yeah, the main thing with a drone, if you've never flown one, is if it stays stable. Now, what I mean by that is if you're not just holding it, the wind just doesn't catch it, it kind of hovers, which the DJI does, obviously, because DJI are really good. So yeah, I bought that, and it's just these random things that I keep spending like too much money on, but they'll be sick when I get to use them. So yeah, the GoPro Max, I've had a few goes on that Gillingham pump track, and then I'm taking that tomorrow to another pump track. And yeah, so I've just been buying things really, like everyone. I think, well, random topic actually, I think Jeff Bezos, who is the owner of Amazon, has actually gone up. He's the only one that hasn't lost money in all of this because people just order off Amazon. So from now on, as I said, I'm working 3 days a week. So it's just, whatever days I have free, I'm going to film videos, make loads of videos, have loads of fun doing it. And then as soon as we can get back on, like Cycle Park for example, or just any races, big tracks, you know, training, I'll do that because I've been missing it, to be honest. Just missing, you know, everyone I ride with and stuff. But a few meetups here and there, at tracks and stuff. Yeah, it's just very different at the moment. But hopefully we can get back to training soon, because I really want to ride Cycle Park, to be honest, because I've missed it. And Greenwich is the biggest track I've ridden, or the only BMX track I've ridden. And Greenwich isn't very big, but even though it's been resurfaced, so that helped. So yeah, I hope we can get back to some sort of normality, because I really want to ride my bike. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you like the video, click the like button. Leave a comment actually down below what you've been doing in lockdown, because like if you got out on bikes, because I know there's been a lot of bike sales. Bike sales are one of the only things that have gone up during this lockdown, because people just want to go and ride bikes. I know I saw Scotty Cranmer's YouTube video where he had the bike shop and they were just full of repairs. They had no bikes there because they've all just been bought. So that's great, people running bikes. So yeah, leave a comment if you've run a bike, see what you've been doing, any BMX tracks, pump tracks, whatever. So yeah, and if you like if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, because you can see the next podcast whenever that is, because they're quite rare. But there's one here. So and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, because yeah, it's going to be a fun one. See ya.
Here we go, let me go, let me go. Here we go.